Okay. Okay, now I apologize. Anybody on YouTube, my stream went down and I apologize. So, gosh, if you're here, hello, let us know how you're doing. I'm sorry that I locked you out for the first 20 minutes here. Um, I thought something was weird because usually my YouTube folks are like super vocal. And I was like, why is everybody so quiet? So I hung up the phone on you and I'm sorry. So, yeah. This is Wednesday night create along, Wednesday night write along, Wednesday night writes, whatever you want to call it, where a bunch of us get together and talk about writing and creativity, and then we actually do some writing and creativity. So, what's everyone working on lately? What is your creative project? I know that a lot of people are in between stuff right now, and if you're one of those people, I understand. Um, okay. A lot of people are in a difficult place in life. I've been talking to some friends who are writers who just haven't written all year. Um, there are folks who are going through job transitions. And what? Oh, Sarah got laid off today. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to like just talk about people in job transitions. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. Um, gosh. Yeah, let us know how you're doing. But yeah, writing has been rough for a lot of people. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough couple of years. It's been a rough decade. I don't know. However far back that goes for you. Um, yeah, it's been a little rough. So I like to say that if you'd like to let us know what you're working on here in the chat, please let us know what you're working on. Um, if you don't, that is fine. Lurking is perfectly acceptable. And if you are just here for some quiet community, I totally get that. Um, I'm still kind of mad at myself about my live stream not going live on YouTube. Okay, that's fine. I say it's fine. It doesn't feel fine. Okay, so Sarah says, it's okay, apparently. Okay. My last official day is 29th. All right. They got half the work they usually do this year, and I was the only one without permanent title. Last in, first out. I'm sorry. Ugh. So yeah. Sarah, what are you doing to not to put demands on you, but I hope that you're doing something to take care of yourself today. I hope you're doing something to cheer yourself up. Just be kind to yourself, please. Yeah. It's very that's a real bummer. So So, if you are working on some creative stuff, let us know in the chat. If you are not in a place, like so many people, if you are not in a good place, or if you're in a place where creating would not be like healthy or good for you right now, feel free to continue hanging out here with us and recharge. Read a book, play a video game, take a nap, whatever it is that helps you to regain some creative energy. And recharging creatively is a little different from resting, but both are perfectly valid. For me, I recharge my creativity best by reading and by watching really good movies. And anything that I can get really like deeply emotionally invested in that sparks story ideas for me. So if that's something that would be helpful for you, I hope that you give that a try. Um, what am I working on tonight? Sarah says, yeah, I'm mostly listing the places I need to cancel subscriptions. Yeah, the good news is I'd been called this morning. Oh, for a pre-interview. Let it go to voicemail. Oof. Yeah. 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 Call them back tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Maybe that will be, hopefully, that will be something that works out for you. So, my gosh. So, yeah. I have a lot of different things that I need to be doing. Like I said, I haven't done any creative writing yet today. I did a lot of work today, but I have not done any creative writing today. Um, so I will do that. Otherwise, I'm trying to think. Oh, if I know some of you were here earlier today on the channel. Um, my friend Asa and I are doing this thing called Story Club where we read a short story. Wednesdays is science fiction, Thursdays is horror, and we talk about it on Story Club at 2 p.m. Central on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then Friday, so tomorrow, we're going to get together around noon and we're all going to do some flash fiction writing. So you can join for that if you want. Did I say tomorrow? I meant Friday. Flash Fiction Fridays. Oh, it's been a long day. Tomorrow, I know, I misspoke. That's like the kind of day. My whole week is off. My whole week is off. I thought Tuesday was Monday, and then I had like a family call today that we usually don't have until Sunday, and it's just I don't even know what day it is. I know what year it is. So like I'm not too bad. I'm not too off the rails. Um but yeah. Okay. So, if you have never been here before, and you are interested in getting started and doing a little bit of writing with us, how this works is I'm going to go ahead and I mute myself. Whoops, it's on this side. I move the chat out of the way just because it can be a little distracting. And we're just going to hang out and write together for an hour and 15 minutes. We usually go until 8:15 p.m. Central, so that is 9:15 Eastern. 6:15. No. Yeah, 6:15 Pacific? No. Yes? Yes. Oh man. Oh, it's rough today. We're not doing the math very well today. Um, oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going with Central. We'll keep going with Central time. So I'm gonna put up the little thing here. We've got our little banner here that says we are writing until 8:45 p.m. Central. Yeah, feel free to, I mean, the chat's not showing up here, but feel free to continue chatting in the comments. They just won't show up on the screen until we're done, which, yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think what else I usually say these intro times, but I'm just going to be here writing. I might get up every once in a while and get like a refill of tea or something, but for the most part, I'm here with you. I'm excited to sit down and like, I don't know, clear out my brain and yeah, see where that goes. So, all right, you ready? All right, I'm going to mute myself. I will still be here. Anything you think of or any questions you have, any struggles you're having, let us know in the chat. And I'll see you at 8:45 p.m. Central on today, which is Wednesday. All right. And testing. There we go. Hello. I would like to gently welcome you back. If you are feeling in the flow of things, if you would like to continue whatever it is you're doing, please do so. You can go ahead and mute me or click out of here, whatever you need to do. But for other folks, how did that go for you? How are you feeling? Hey, Tiffany's here. Hello. Tiffany, I think that was I don't think you were late. Well, I mean, maybe you were late, but also I messed up the stream and YouTube was not broadcasting the stream because I screwed up. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad all of you are here. So yeah. Ooh. that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Jack Andrews says embracing the garbage. Yes. You gotta. You got to. You've got to embrace the garbage. Like, yeah, it's hard. Because you don't want to embrace the garbage. You want to reject the garbage. You want to hide the garbage. You want to put the garbage into the garbage can, which often is, well, usually is opaque and has a lid so you can't see what's in it. But nope, can't. Can't embrace the garbage. I like that. I like that way of putting it. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I was in denial and resistance and so many things for a long time. But you keep writing, you keep getting better, you keep leveling up, you keep earning XP. That nerdy, I don't know. Pinball Princess says, posted a Hello World post on a WordPress site for a local group I'm involved with. It's a small group, but I still had to schedule it ahead and panic somewhere else while I posted. Oh, I love the Hello World post. That my website has been up for gosh, over 10 years. I've had my current website up and running since maybe 2012, 2011, 2012. And like the Hello World WordPress post was like a thing even then. So I love that that is still a thing. Yes, my site is built on WordPress. It is rickety and old and I need to update the PHP, but it's on WordPress. Jackie Andrews says, I want to edit this chapter so bad. Yes, because I got a little lost in the sauce. Yes. And yes. And now it's going to be like 8,000 words. And I know it needs to be cut down. Yes. But I'm not going to do that until the whole novel is done. Yes. And that's so hard. That's so hard. It's so hard. Because well, not for one reason, for many reasons. But I think, at least for me, one reason, I don't know why my face is so oily. Anyway, one reason for me is that my brain wants the quick hit of dopamine. It wants, I'm gonna make sure I don't spill tea on myself. It wants the quick hit of, oh, if I add a sentence here, I will have accomplished something. I would have changed something for the better. I will have done something like measurably good and like, ooh, dopamine. And putting off your next draft until this first draft is done, you don't get the quick hit dopamine. You get, I'm writing and I'm writing and I'm writing, and maybe I'm getting a little dopamine from that. Like putting words on the page might feel good, or hitting a daily word count might feel good, but you're not making like it's not the same, I guess. It's not that same quick hit like, ooh, I get to count this as my progress for today, just making what I already wrote a little better. Yeah. But yeah, you gotta get, and that's why a lot of people outline, because the outline, as I've learned over the years, the outline is just a really short condensed first draft so you can like just get the story out. It doesn't have to be like it was in 8th grade or ninth grade or high school or whatever, when you were writing, 5-paragraph essays and you had to say one and then like 1A, here's a supporting point. B, here's another supporting point. Thesis, conclusion, like you don't have to write an outline in that way. An outline can literally be that first rough draft. Outlines can be 300,000 words. I mean, outlines can also be, 100 words. But I don't know if that's helpful to think of it that way or not, or if you just want to think of it as, what are they calling it now? I called it pantsing, like writing by the seat of your pants. But today it is called discovery writing. So you figure it out as you write your first draft, your messy garbage first draft. I'm not saying your work is garbage. For me, it is like my first drafts are not good. And then you go back and revise, and then you can feel better about it. But, oof, thank you for sharing that, Jack Andrews. I feel like that is something that a lot of writers experience and go through, but they don't talk about because they don't want to sound like, oh, I can't admit that I'm not a top-notch professional right now. I can't admit that I'm displeased with what I'm writing, or I'm disappointed, or it's not living up to my expectations. When people ask like, oh, hey, how's the novel going? You can't say like, well, not great. I'm not as good as I want to be. Or maybe you are able to be that honest with the people who ask you how your book is going, in which case, good for you. I wish I had your bravery. Yes, Jack says, I have an outline. I'm not a pantser, and I knew it would be slightly longer chapter. Goal was about 6,000 words, but I got too descriptive and flowery. That's okay. That's okay. And maybe some of those quote unquote flowery descriptions will be like, you can cut and paste them somewhere else later. That might be handy. They might come in handy. I have a friend who is a writer. I have a lot of friends who are writers, but I have a friend who's a writer who says like no word is ever wasted. So yeah. Oh, Drayton. Oh, I love this. Drayton says, spent time doing queries this week. 30 sent out, 5 rejections. I love that. Drayton, I love that. Not that you got rejections. Sorry. That part I don't love. But I love that you are sending things out. I love that you're doing that. Just like I love that Jack Andrews is writing that first draft. It's unpleasant. It's tedious. It's not fun, but you're doing it. And future you is going to be so pleased, so grateful that you did this for yourself. Yes, yep. Got to get rejections to get acceptance. That is absolutely right. Drayton, I think that you were at one of so I've been doing story club on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then also Fridays, in the afternoons with my good friend Asa, who's a horror writer or a playwright who's looking to transition into a horror writer for prose. And he made this chart, and every time he writes a short story, he notes on the chart like, hey, I sent this out. And then when he gets a rejection, he like fills in a little box, and his goal is to fill up the entire chart of boxes of rejections. And it sucks, and it hurts, but you gotta do it. I feel like there's some kind of sports metaphor that would be appropriate here. Like, you miss 100% of the free throws you don't make or something like that. I don't know. I feel like there's yeah. But Drayton, you put it a lot better. Got to get rejections to get acceptance. You have to send it out. You have to send it out if you want it to be accepted somewhere, whether you're sending out agent queries, whether you're querying for a novel, short story, whatever you're sending out there. If you are doing book proposals, You have to send it out, and you have to risk getting a rejection. Pinball Princess said, "Oh yeah, the Stephen King rejections on the nail image comes to mind." Yes, it's so dramatic. I love it. It's so dramatic. In On Writing, I'm not going to turn around. It's one of these books up here, I think. I said I wasn't going to turn around, and now I'm like trying. Nope, it's one shelf up, so you can't see it. But my copy of Stephen King's On Writing, which was really the first book about how to write that I ever came across. And I think that was just because people at the college I attended were talking about it. Anyway, sorry, tangent. Stephen King talks about every time he got a rejection letter, and it wasn't emails back in the 60s and 70s, I think, when he first started writing and submitting stories. He put a big nail. I even want to say it was like a gutter nail, or like a I don't know, a railroad spike or something in the wall, and he would like put all of his rejection letters on this nail in the wall, like impaling them, and they would pile up. Railroad spike sounds right, actually, which, I mean, that's an image, right? I mean, that's perfect. It's perfect for a horror writer. Well, it's perfect for many writers. So get yourself a railroad spike, or, the equivalent. I don't know what the email equivalent of that is. Maybe a folder entitled Railroad Spike. I don't know. And you can filter all of your rejection emails into your Railroad Spike folder. Yes. 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 Pinball Princess, we are just wavelength. We're on the same wavelength here. That's what I like about this group, is we're just here. Tiffany, I'm trying not to neglect you. I keep not switching over to YouTube. But Tiffany says, I'm so proud of some of the scenes I've been restructuring. So much more powerful now that I've made a few character changes. Yes. In the Georgia Romance Writers, they give out prizes to people who got the most rejection letters for the year. That's amazing, because you know what that says? You know what that says about the writer is not that they're a bad writer, is that they're brave. It's that they're putting their work out there into the world. They're sending their work out to people who have the power to reject them or accept them. That's amazing. That's amazing. Drayton says, I'm okay with rejections. Okay, I don't want an agent who doesn't get... Yes, this is really good. So Drayton says, I don't want an agent who doesn't get my work. I operate on the premise that I am already a success. Yes, because I finished my novel. Yes. So traditional publishing is just a plus. Yeah, and I know they're not traditionally published, but I have two of your books here, Drayton. I've got The Founder's Gifts Book 1 and Custodians of the Cosmos here on my shelf. Ugh. My spine is fused, and it's hard for me to turn and twist and point, but I promise you they're right here. I don't know if you can see. They're here and here. You're already a published writer, and you did that on your own. That's incredible. This is my shelf of books that my friends have written, and it's my favorite shelf. Yes. I can't snap my fingers either. It just makes this wumpus sound. I don't know. Probably shouldn't do that into the mic. Just did my fake snap in agreement. Yes. Deb says that's why she does crafts. Yarn never rejects her. Oh my gosh. You know what? There's something in that. There's something to that. The yarn won't reject you. Although, I don't know. I knit a little bit, and I slip stitches all the time. I'm not very good at it. Yeah, the yarn will never reject you. I appreciate that. I want to think about that a little bit more. I want to think about the things that we do because we love them, but they stay on more of a hobby level. I want to think about that a little more. I think that's really an interesting thing to think about. Maybe I'll do a Right Now podcast episode on it at some point. Like hobby writing versus professional writing, and like they're both incredibly valid and amazing. And yes, okay, ideas. Thank you, Drayton. Thank you for that. Deb also. Deb, thank you for that. Um yeah. What an evening. Ah, what an evening. Tiffany says the writing groups here in Atlanta always make the analogy that agents are like oncoming trains. Oh, I love this. If it doesn't stop for you, it's not your train/agent. Yes, you know what though? Oh, Tiffany, that's such a good point. And Drayton, to your point too. Um, you want somebody who's a good fit for you. I learned this actually not in submitting works or querying agents, but in working in marketing, about especially when I was doing freelance for a few years as I was transitioning out of my full-time day job into working for myself. And I worked with a lot of clients who made my life miserable. And they were not a good fit for me. I hated the work I did for them. I dreaded meetings with them. I won't say who they were, and it was a long time ago. I probably don't even remember most of them, but like I do remember the feeling of, oh, this is not a good fit, and every step we take together is uncomfortable and painful even. So getting an agent that's a good fit, getting a publishing house that's a good fit, a lot of time you'll get a short story rejection that says, hey, we really liked your story, but it's not a great fit for our publication. And like, that's great. That's great, really. Yes. Pinball Princess says, that's an interesting thing. There's a tension between the pressure to be good enough to sell it, yes, or whatever, and the desire to just enjoy it. Yes, I think that's something that we don't talk about a lot. Well, especially now, um, when everything you do kind of has to be a side hustle. Like you bake pies, and inevitably someone you bake a pie for, I mean, if the pie is good, inevitably someone will say, like, oh, you should start a bakery, or you should sell these, or you should offer pie training videos on how to make pies. But it's okay just to enjoy things because we're human. We don't get to enjoy things enough without monetizing it, without marketing it, without marketing ourselves. I've really been I've really been rediscovering that this year for myself, as I've spent so much time on the floor. I'm sitting here on the floor. When I'm not sitting on the floor, I'm lying on the floor, and I've been doing a lot of reading. And I've been reading stuff that's just for me, and it's just like I don't have to do book reports on this stuff. I can choose whatever I want. It doesn't have to be to enrich my brain or my writing career. I can just read for fun. And it has been so rewarding. So rewarding. So, oh, okay. I'm going to keep that in mind for my next episode. Speaking of Right Now podcast episodes, that's what I spent our time together today doing. I wrote up the show notes for the next episode I'm releasing. Yes, I finally recorded another episode. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough year, but I have a backlog of interviews that I've recorded with different really cool writers, really great interviews, and I want to like intersperse, I don't know if that's the right word. I want to intersperse them with like solo monologue episodes about different topics in particular. So, ooh, Drayton says retirement has given me a new perspective too. I just want to have fun writing. And that's really, I really appreciate you saying that too, Drayton, because I see a lot of writers who say, I'm not going to make the 30 under 30 or the 40 under 40. It's too late for me to start. No, it's not. No, it's not. I love that. Retirement has given me a new perspective. I just want to have fun writing. That is so good. And hey, if you can have fun writing and then find a publishing house that is, I don't know, in line with what you love to create, then that's wonderful. You started at 52. Yes, I love that. Yeah, Pinball Princess says the pressure to be exceptional is another thing. Yes, I almost feel like there's a sense of like, oh, if you're not going to be like the number one New York Times bestseller, like don't even bother. And there's also there's been an ongoing discussion, gosh, for years now about what's quote unquote the death of the mid-list author. And there's just it's not something that I'm expert enough to explain. Um, but basically, publishing houses are looking for the runaway bestsellers and they're not really publishing just books that are good and will sell reasonably well. Like they want the viral TikTok hits. So, for what that's worth. Yes, Pinball Princess says, me at 21. I didn't publish an award-winning novel before I'm 20. I'm a failure. Yes. Well, and like Drayton said, you get more and more perspective. Like the older I get, the more okay I am that I'm taking my time to make my like creative works the way I want them. And like I don't need to be on a list of 30 under 30 or 40 under 40, especially because I'm not under 40 anymore, which is weird to think about. Aging is weird. Anyway, my friends, it's been a long day, as evidenced earlier when I couldn't remember how to do math when I was talking about time zones. So I'm gonna run away, but I am so grateful that you decided to spend your evening here in this community with us. Um, oh my gosh, yes. Oh, good. Tiffany says, can't wait for a new episode. I need everyone to know that if Chuck Tingle can get published, anyone can get published. Yes, he is his own genre. You are absolutely right, Tiffany. And actually, he just came out with a new novel. And I think that one's traditionally published. Like he's just become like such a force in his own self-publishing right. Oh, that's what a great thing. Oh, thank you. Jack Andrews says, thank you for doing this. You're amazing. Well, you're amazing for being here. You're amazing for persevering. I know it's hard. I know it's hard and it's frustrating and it's not exactly what you dreamed it would be, maybe, but hopefully it is interesting. Hopefully it is challenging and helping you grow as a creator. Despite the frustrations and despite the rejections and despite all of the other things. So yes, my friends, thank you for being here tonight. If this was your first time to a Create Along, hello, I'm Sarah. I realized I never introduced myself. So that's something. But we do these every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Central. Don't ask me what other time zones that calculates out to be. You're going to have to do your own math on that one. But yeah, we do these Wednesday nights. I had been doing them also on Friday nights. I had to back away from also doing them on Friday nights because I am also doing Story Club streams with my friend Asa on Wednesday and Thursdays. And then on Friday afternoons, he and I run a stream where we write flash fiction together. And so there's just a lot going on. So please always feel free, always feel welcome to join us for those. You don't need to have read the story that we're discussing. You don't have to even write flash fiction on Flash Fiction Friday. You can write whatever you want during our writing sprints. So please join us afternoons of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You can find the schedule over on Twitch. And yeah, I think it ends up being 2 p.m. Central on Wednesday and Thursday and noon on Fridays. So yeah. Whew. Okay. I'm going to go lay down. But thank you for being here and for being so wonderful. I'm looking forward to our next ride along already. In the meantime, we have a Discord if you want to like hang out there, if you have questions. Otherwise, yeah, I was about to say, hit me up on social media. I've been terrible about checking social media. I mean, hit me up there anyway. And if there's a delayed response, it's not you, it's me. It's me not being on social media because it's stressful. All right. I am going to go finish my tea and lay down in that order. And I hope that you have a really, really wonderful evening and that yeah, that things start going a little better. All right. Bye for now.